Yeah, welcome back, everyone. So, today is the third session of our Sharda Lipi class. So, we have covered until now all the vowels, all the swar, and we will continue with the revision of all the vowels what we have learned until now. And if we are left with any more time after the revision, then we will take the next consonants. We'll start with the consonants. So, to begin with, before we take on to the corrections, let's take Ma Tripur Sundari's blessings to start our session with. दृष्ट्वा सम्भ्रमकारिवस्तु सहसा ऐ इति व्याहृतम् येनाकूतवशादपीह वरदे बिन्दुं विनाप्याक्षरम् तस्यापि ध्रुवमेव देवि तरसा जाते तवानुग्रहे वाचा सूक्तिसुधारसद्रवमुचो निर्यान्ति वक्त्राम्बुजा. I will move on to the corrections now. I have taken few of the assignments. Just want to highlight some of the commonly made mistakes. So here in this assignment, rest all the letters are written correctly, except this A here. This A needs to be as it has been corrected already. There is a gap in between, if you see, between the loop and the vertical stroke here. So that needs to be covered as shown. It has to be close to each other like this. There shouldn't be any gap left between the two, the loop and the stroke here. So rest all seems good. Just one more thing here in ang, when you draw this, just try to make the Chandra Bindu not very big. You can keep it in proportion to this Shirorekha here. It's covering the entire Shirorekha. Try to keep it little smaller here. Rest is good. Rest all the letters are written correctly. So let's go to the other one. Here again, same mistake with A here. This is how it needs to look like. I will draw it again. A vertical stroke, a horizontal Shirorekha on the top, and then this. So what you have done here is this conical thing, this angular thing in A, that is incorrect. See how you have done here in I. This cone, this angle, this is incorrect. This loop has to be very a soft curve here at the loop. So rest all seems good. Re is good, ra is good. Yeah, this is all good. Just correct your A and I here. This angle doesn't need to be there. Keep it a soft curve here at the end. Okay, here this assignment has okay, so O here, I will draw it again. This. So the vertical stroke and this loop, this bottom of this shape, they need to be of the same height. So what you have done here is you have made this vertical stroke very long and kept this one very short. See here, as it has been corrected already, this needs to be of the same height. So that's the only thing that you need to remember. Rest other characters, they look fine. This yeah, here I would like to make a correction. In when you draw this round at the bottom should be visible. Let me take some other color, I think. Yeah. So this loop at the end, this needs to be visible. What you have done here is this is not visible. This has merged with the vertical stroke. This has merged with the vertical stroke. Make it proper. It has to be properly visible like the rest of the strokes and rest of the shapes like this. It needs to be properly visible. Don't merge it, don't fill it, don't try to fill it here. This one is fine. This is okay. Yeah, here the last three, these three letters here. Yes, just keep that thing in mind. Rest is okay. Let's move to the few more assignments we will check. Yeah, here again, in A, the correction is made here. This is again very sharp angled at the loop. The loop is not sharp angled, it is a very soft curve. Sorry, I will draw it again. This is how the loop needs to be here. It is not a sharp triangle at the end. This is the right shape as shown. Rest, I don't see. Yes, there is one in A. When you draw this we have highlighted this many times. When you draw this curve at the end, try to take it upwards and not keep it horizontal. This one is wrong, and this one here, this is right. So this shape is needs to be followed. This is the wrong shape. You have kept it horizontal everywhere. This needs to go upwards like this, and try to keep this curve at the end very short. Don't try to make it very long like this. Don't try to make it too long. This is the right shape. This one here. Okay, so rest is fine. Just these two corrections. So here again, the length of this vertical stroke in ow is bigger than this shape here. Again, I will draw it here. This is the length that needs to be maintained. See, it's not exceeding it's staying in the same frame. It's of the same height. Again here, this A and I, this needs to be of this shape. It's joining here. There is no gap in between the stroke and the loop. Yeah, and no angle. See here, actually what mistake you have made here is you have kept the loop too long. This is not right. The loop has to be as told in the earlier class also, it doesn't need to cover the half of this stroke. It should be 3/4. Keep it 3/4 of the total length of the stroke. So here you have exceeded the length of the loop. So that's the only correction, and how this length of these two strokes needs to be same. So I think that's it. I'm just highlighting few of the mistakes. Rest is all good, and we're getting a good response from most of you. You have been submitting the assignment, so thank you. We'll move on to the to the session. We'll take the revision today. And if you have any questions, you can put them in your question window. So to begin with, let's start what we did on the first session of the class, which was we learned to write the very first letter was this Om. So by now, I'm sure you must have perfected this shape. In case you have any doubt, you can ask again. So this is how we write Om. This length, yeah, this is looking a little longer than this. So try to avoid that. So this length needs to be same. Yeah, 1 point that. And a few of the assignments, what we saw was this Shirorekha on the top was exceeded from both the ends like this. So this needs to be avoided. This is how you need to keep it. It should not exceed from the right, it should not exceed from the left. And the Chandrabindu on the top, it needs to be not very long, not very short, just within the Shirorekha itself, within the horizontal stroke itself. And the next letter, here, 2 points here in a. This Shirorekha needs to cover the entire letter. It should not, like in case of here in Om, it was restricted towards the left and the right side, but here it is exceeding towards both the sides. And the round here is completely visible, a round shape here. Also, this length is not very long. This stroke is not very long, shorter. And a round here, and this curve at the beginning. Another letter, very similar. Only difference here is this curve at the end here. The rest is all same. This stroke is of the same length. It doesn't exceed. It's not too long. And this curve that we have seen in most of the assignments, it few students they try to make it horizontal. So avoid doing that. It goes upwards like this. And rest is same as a. Let's take the another one. I'm just writing the Sharda version today. I will not write the Devanagari. Next one is E. Now here again, this the upper curve and the lower curve should be of the same size. The lower one should not be bigger than the upper one. The upper one should not be smaller or bigger than the lower one. They need to be of the same shape, I mean same size. And this curve is like a wave on the top. It's not curved from any end. It's not curved like this. This is incorrect. This is how it is. This one is little curved from inside, but it's not touching completely the line, this line. It's curved a little bit like this, and this gap is left here. This is how we write E. Then the next one is E. Okay, now here, this vertical stroke, after this you draw a triangle here, but this is not a right angle triangle. Try to keep it, there are few variations where you'll find E written like this as well. But here, when we teach, we try to teach the Unicode. So this is how we generally follow the Unicode. We make a triangle like this. a 45-degree kind of an angle here, and the two dots of the same equal sizes above the Shirorekha. So the next one is, there shouldn't be any problem with these two. I think they are the most simple ones. The only thing is, um, as on contrary to Devanagari, there is an angle at the beginning, and this tail goes little upwards. It doesn't. It's not shorter as we have in Devanagari. The tail is little longer, and there is an angle here at the beginning. And then, in case of U, same thing. Yeah. So you start this tail not from the center, but a little further away from the center, and this goes parallel to the base here. Yeah. And rest is same as how we have in O. Just these two differences, the tail, and this tail needs to be parallel to this base. Yeah. So we'll go to the next one. Next one is Re. This is how we write Re. So I didn't see any correction. This is followed properly by most of the students. So I don't think there is any confusion with this. Didn't find any major issue with these two letters, Re and Re. This is Re and this is Re. Yeah. So the only point to remember here is this should come exactly under the Shirorekha. It should not go out. Shirorekha should be on the top, and this shape should not. What I mean to say is it should not go like this. It should stay within. It should stay within. Yeah. So that's the only point to remember here. The next one is R. Just give me a minute. Excuse me for a minute. Yeah. Sorry. So the next one is R, a vertical stroke, then an arrow here, a kind of a hook. Then we have this inverted S kind of a figure, which is the both the loops are of the same size. This is L. The next one is exactly same, Re. You'll have same vertical stroke, the hook, this remains same. Now here you need to extend the Shirorekha and draw this loop at the end, and this is Re. We all know now this how this loop is shaped. So in most of the assignments it's correctly written. So I guess you're following this correctly. The shape is like this. It's not a triangle, and these two loops on this inverted S is also of the same shape and same size. No bigger loop and no smaller loop. Now the next one is A. Yeah, again, I will highlight it here. Don't leave a gap between the vertical stroke and this loop. They need to be joined completely to the Shirorekha. There shouldn't be any gap left. And keep this loop shorter. Don't make it too long like this. I will write the incorrect version of this, how some assignments have done. Don't make it like this. Okay. And also try avoiding this shape. This is also incorrect. This is the right shape, this loop, and not very big like this. Now the next one is I. It's same, just one more horizontal stroke on the top of the Shirorekha. Other one is next one. O. Same how we draw Om, except there is no Chandra Bindu on the top. These two are of the same size. They shouldn't go very long. It should stay within the same, the proportion, the height of these two are same. That's the only correction that we found in O and OW in some of the assignments. So try to remember that and don't extend this. In case of O, you don't need to extend the Shirorekha from any of the sides. But when it comes to OW, you will have to extend the Shirorekha a little bit towards this side. Yeah, not from the left side, but from the right to make this loop. Rest is all same. Just try to keep this length same. So the last three vowels that are left, we will take them before we start the questions.
Bhagini, I'm.
Yes.
There are like certain questions about the. So you are taking questions right now, right?
No, I'll just finish these last three vowels and then we will take the questions.
Oh, fine, Bhagini. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, no
Questions.
problem.
Fine.
No problem. I'll just finish this and we can take it. Yeah.
Fine.
So these are the last three vowels left, ang, and aha. This is the shape of the character is same as we did in and ah. There is a bindu in case of ang. Then there is where we put a bindi, only a bindi. Then the last one is aha. Yeah. So we have covered all the vowels now. We will take the questions. Ushaji, we can take the questions now if there are any.
Yes, Bhagini. So there is one Panishri asking about the method showed in the video uploaded in the website is different from what you are showing now. So I don't
Okay.
think there's like the so the most of this is about the assignments of like no I'll come to assignments later. So a writing when a also is different and so these three are asked writing a is different.
Okay, I will ask, okay, I'll answer that question. So, as I told before, there are always variations in writing. When you will start reading the manuscripts, you will find different types of there are always some, in case of Devanagari also, some people write. There are always variations in writing. For example, I write it like this. Some people have a different way of writing, so you will find a number of variations. As in when you are exposed to more manuscripts and more texts of Sharda. So what we are teaching in the class is the Unicode. So we've tried to follow the Unicode. In case of A, like as you have pointed out, like this, you might have, the loop must be in the center. So that's completely all right. But there are always variations. So, in some manuscripts, you will see the A written like this. So in the video, if it is written like that, no problem, you can follow that. But if you follow this, what we are showing in the class, that's also correct, because you will always see these variations when you see the text, the original, the ancient Sharda texts. And there are lots of ways of writing which we will not show now, because otherwise it'll create some confusions. There are 5 to 6 ways of writing this letter. So you can go as per the what we are showing in the class, or as per the videos that we shared with you as the reference videos. So both are correct. No issues with that, because the teaching material itself is made within the team. And this also, I mean, both ways are correct. But yes, if you try to find it online somewhere, some there are some videos available online which are not made by our team, so there must be some other variation. So try to avoid those that you see on available online. Try to follow what Core Sharda team is providing with your reference material, or what we show in the class. Both are correct.
Yeah. Nice. So the
Anything
specific
else?
thing was about lifting the pen. I mean, regarding Akara, it was lifting
Yes.
the pen. So lifting the pen means to write the Shirorekha, or in between only. I did not understand. Okay. So
Okay. The lifting the pen. So what we have followed, how we have learned it. So we are telling you how we have learned it from our teachers, from our gurus. When we write the characters like Om and we usually don't lift the pen. Means when I'm making this, I'm making the same stroke. I'm not lifting my pen. Here I lifted my pen now. I'm dropping it and drawing another stroke here. So we avoid that. But in videos, yes, to make it easier for you to understand, what you must have seen in the videos, that we break it here, then we start again here. So that is for the ease of your understanding. But usually when you will get in the practice of writing Sharda, you will usually write without giving a break.
yes,
That is how
maybe to avoid
we
the double
usually do it.
stroke when we take the pen above, then the double stroke might come. That's why pen might be lifted, like maybe to make
Correct.
it six. Yeah.
Correct. Yes. The double stroke. So again I will highlight that thing. See here, with practice, even that double stroke goes. See, if I'm drawing it now, I'm not getting the double stroke. But yes, initially when I was writing it, maybe I was also making the same that you are saying, this double stroke. It sometimes come, but yes, with practice it will not. So if you want to, you can practice how we show in the video stepwise. You can leave it and do it. That is for your ease to draw. But ultimately, when you keep writing in Sharda, you will not lift the pen. That is how you practice it. It automatically comes naturally to you. So you will not lift the pen. You will directly take it up and get it down. If you get a double stroke, no worries, no issues with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful answer,
So
Bhaini. Thank you. Yeah.
no
So
other
the next,
questions on this?
yes, one more is there. Should Au's smaller curve touch the bigger one? Au smaller curve touch the bigger one.
In case of a,
Au. Au. The second
okay,
one.
okay, okay. I'll draw it again. So this, you extended it a little bit and then you draw a loop here. There shouldn't be any gap between this angle here and this loop. They're closely, connected to each other. And the if the size of this loop is very small, it's not very big. I will show it when I'm drawing it. I'm not making it too big. It's not like this. It's a small shape as compared to the letter itself. Just a small loop here. So I think that was the question, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
And now they're asking like one question is, I'm sorry, where is yeah, how will we make the Anuswara and Chandrabindu on Dirgha? So maybe it is related to the Gunitaksharas, the Barakhadi part. So this question, I don't know if it is
Uh,
relevant now.
sorry, can you come again? I didn't quite catch it.
Yeah. How will we make the Anuswara and the Chandrabindu on Dirgha? E. Okay, sorry. It's Dirgha E. Sorry, I missed it. E, the fourth letter.
Okay.
E.
So for
In that,
example, like this. Yeah.
Chandrabindu. Yeah, it's relevant.
A Chandrabindu.
Yeah, and Anuswara both. Because there are two dots, maybe that is the doubt. Eam, if you want to
Uh,
write that.
usually, as you will see, no two vowels come together. So this Anuswara is also a vowel and E is also a vowel. So they will usually not come together in any word.
Bhagini, there is a Bijakshara called Eam, Eam. Like that, maybe the question is related to that.
Something like this. Like this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In the Dirgha Ikara. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So in case of that, you will simply draw the, if the bindi is there, you will draw a bindi on the top of it. No issues with that.
Okay.
And if there is a anuswara, if there are two dots at the end, you will draw them at the end of this. But these, yeah, there are some words like I've seen a bindu on the top of e, but this anuswara at the end, I'm not very quite aware of that. But if there are two vowels coming together, so you will draw these bindus or these anuswaras at the end. How we do it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Usually they are usually found with the consonants, not with the vowels. So in case of vowels also, the rule will remain the same.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And the next doubt is about should the loop should be round or with a slight curve? Which letter is not clear? So it was
Loop
asked.
in case of if you're talking about the lri, the loop, it's not very in both the cases. It's like one in
Ah,
ri. Yeah, I will draw it here. This is
ah.
ri. Let me draw it again. Try to keep this of the same height. Extend this and draw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the shape. In the videos also, again, maybe you will see it little triangular. So that is also okay, but this is also okay. You can draw it like this also. In the reference material, you might have seen it something like this. That's also all right. But in the manuscripts, usually you'll see the shape like this. It's not very triangular. It is a little softer curve here. And in case of ow, again, I will show that shape again. That's little more rounder, and it touches the angle here. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Thank you. So the next one is can share Lre because in Devanagari Dirgha is not there. So the writing in the writing convention we do see the double loop like a representation double loop, but whether it's authentic or not, we don't know. Yes, Dirgha Likara is not there according to Mahabhashya in Sanskritam, but it is there in Sharada Lipi. Yeah. So
Correct,
yeah.
correct.
Hmm.
So yeah, in classical Sanskrit, maybe you will not find these letters, but yes, in Vedic texts, maybe you will see.
Okay.
In some Sharda manuscripts, this is very rarely used. But
Ah,
yes, we have to learn all the vowels. We have to learn each and every letter, so we cover everything. But the
right.
usage of this is very very limited and very very you won't find it in many texts or many manuscripts.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fine. Yeah, that's all questions, and that's all. Yeah.
Okay. So we are left with some time, so we can start with the next class. We can start with the first work of consonants. Uh, let's do that because we still have some time left.
Bhagini, before that, there is some questions about assignment. Can we answer it right now? So I could not upload my assignment this time. So the mail also was not received. So there was some problem. I think we can send it this time after on Monday mostly. So it is.
Yes, yes. Yeah, there were some issues with the folders this time.
Yeah.
So yeah, this time we will make sure that the assignment folders are uploaded properly. Maximum by Monday. We will try to do it because tomorrow being a Sunday, so by Monday it should be uploaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There was
this
some
time.
confusion this time, we agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So this time they can send both the days, like today's and last week. So together they can send, right? So we'll correct it
Yeah,
in
you
the.
can do that if someone has missed or someone is not able to upload the previous assignment, they can do it together.
Ah,
And there will be the numbering would be done as per the date. There will be date wise folder, so you can upload in the latest folder.
yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we can
Okay.
start with it.
Yeah. So yeah, let's start with the curve work first. Writing the Devanagari first. This is Ka in Devanagari. In Sharda, it's not very different from what we have in Devanagari. But yes, this is completely rounded. These two loops are completely rounded. Here in Devanagari, we keep this loop open. But here, we will make both the loops closed. And this vertical stroke needs to be little longer. Don't make it something like this. I will explain it why. Don't try to keep this vertical stroke very small, like this. Avoid doing that. Try to stretch the vertical stroke like this. Uh, this way, I'll explain it in the next class when we go on to the next work, that why we extend the Shiroreka and not keep it very short. Okay, the next one is Kh. This is how we write it in Sharda. Okay, there is this vertical stroke and a per, how we write per in Devanagari, something like that. The shape is similar to that, and this here. I will do it again. This is Kh. Next one is G. Now here there won't be much difference, but the only point to remember here is this is always a triangular shape. In Devanagari, sometimes we write it rounded also, sometimes we write it like this also. There are variations when it comes to Devanagari, but in Sharda we always follow this shape. You don't need to fill it. It gets automatically filled if you have using a calligraphy pen or a color, but with a normal pencil or a sketch pen it won't get filled. So don't try to fill it. This is the shape that we follow, a triangle at the end. I will do it again. And this stroke is little longer. This stroke is longer than the first one that we have in Devanagari also. So yes. Then the next one is gha. Yeah, here in Devanagari, this is how we write it. There is no Shirorekha. It's written two loops and this, and there is a slight, a very slight, if you see a bending at the beginning, you know, I'm not drawing it like this. If you see the difference here and here, I'm drawing a little curve at the beginning of curve. And when I say a little curve, don't try to make it like this. This would be wrong. This again would be wrong. Try to keep it very short. It's, just an indicative mark before we, and there is no curve after that. It's a straight line after that. This is an indicative mark at the beginning, then the loops are straight. This is good. They both are of the same size and of the same height. The second loop, maybe sometimes you'll see a little, there's a very very little difference in the height of the first and the second loop, so that is okay. But again, don't try to make it like this. This would be considered wrong. However, a little difference in the height of the two, that is okay, that is acceptable. And this curve at the beginning is very small. It's not like this. It's just an indicative curve before you make the loops. Then the last one belonging to this work is no. This is no. I will do it, write it again to show you how the shape is. You draw a vertical stroke, then there is a little curve at the end here. You make a, because you take it back, you take your pen back and then you come back again to the front. So this shape is formed here. And at the end, again, it's not a loop. It's a small, very small triangular kind of a shape, very conical and very small. It can be also written somewhat like this. You can also keep it like this. It's a very conical kind of a shape. The triangle is not very wide. It is not like this. It is not like this. It's a different shape from what we have learned in Ao and Lri. It's a very triangular and a very sharp kind of a figure here. With a normal pen, if I try to show you, this is how it's going to look like. And one more point to remember here is, do not extend the Shirorekha after this triangular part. Keep the this loop should be exactly at the end of it. That again I'll explain in the next class why we don't extend the Shirorekha here. So it has to be kept right at the end of this. and the shape is very small. It's not a wide triangle. Avoid doing this. This would be wrong. It's a very small triangle and very closely placed triangle. So let's take them again. I'll write them again, and also I'll tell you about the tattvas also.
Before we move ahead, Veronica ji, can you explain K and K again?
Yeah, I'm taking the revision of the entire work that we learned. So let me draw with a normal pen now this time, because I've already drawn with a calligraphic brush. So let me draw it with a normal pen. So this is how the curve is going to look like. The loops, both the loops are of the same size. There is no small and big. Maybe with the limitation of the, the tool here, I'm using a you know, a mouse to write it. So you might see a second loop little bigger than this, but they are of the same size. If you make it, extend the vertical stroke a little longer, then one loop, then second loop. This is how the shape is. They're round loops. Yeah, like this. Yeah. And the Shiroreka needs to be little extended. Sorry, not the Shiroreka. This vertical stroke needs to be little extended. Don't try to keep it very short. Don't try to stop it here. You will understand in the next lesson why we need to keep it longer. Then the next one is Kha. This is how we write it. Again, they're of the same size. This stroke and this stroke. The next one is G. Now here the second stroke is longer than the first one, as you can see here. They're of the different uh, sizes. Next is K. There is no Shiroreka on this. It's without a Shiroreka. The last one. This is how the Na is written. Now, as far as the tattvas are concerned, so the these are the grossest elements. We did the shiv tattvas. All the vowels were the shiv tattvas. Now these are all the, the grossest elements. The ka is the grossest of all, and this is called the prithvi tattva, the earth. It's again there is a mapping, done of all these tattvas from below, from starting from ka to the h, all the consonants. So ka is a reflection of the kriya shakti that we have done, the kriya shakti in the vowels. So it's a reflection of that tattva here. That was there were the pure elements, and these are the, these those were the shiv tattvas, and these are the shakti tattvas as we know them. And this is the reflection of kriya shakti. This is the earth. The kha is the reflection of the gyan shakti, which we have already done in the vowels, and this represents the water. Ka being the grossest, and it keeps on going uh, from grossest to the subtlest. The ka is the grossest, then kha, then jal, water, Kha is water. Then Ga is fire. And Gha is air, which is the reflection of Ananda Shakti. And the last one, this Na here, this is the reflection of the Chit Shakti, the letter that we did in the vowels. So this represents Akash Tattva. So these five, we know them as the Panch Mahabhutas, of what we generally say a body is made of, a human body is made of, the Panch Tattvas. So these are the Mahabhutas we call them as. And this Ka is the reflection of Kriya Shakti, Kha is the reflection of Gyan Shakti, Ga is the reflection of Ichha Shakti, Gha is the reflection of Ananda Shakti. And then the last one, Na, it reflects the Chit Shakti. Prithvi, Jal, Tejas as in fire, Vayu as in air, and the Akasha. The last one is the Akasha. So this is it. We have some more time. If you have any questions, we can take some questions, but I will not go to the next work, because this is, I think this is enough for today. You'll have to revise all the vowels. You'll have to revise you'll have to do the new work, work. So let's stop here. We will take the questions if we have any concerning today's lesson.
Yes, Bhagini. So they are asking one question. So what should be the distance between the loop in the last letter, last consonant? That is maybe kaka, gaga, nga, that letter they are asking.
Okay. So the distance is, this is exactly at the end, this triangle, and this is wide enough. It's not very, the gap is not very narrow. I will not draw it like this. This is too narrow. This is wide enough. And this is the right shape. Okay, we will not make it too far away from the loop. This, we will not make it too far away. So this is the right shape. This is the right distance that you keep in between these two. And the Shiroreka ends where this loop ends. It's not extended from this side. You can extend it from the other side, from the left side, maybe, probably a little bit, but not here. Here it is ending with the shape here. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah. Thank you. So they're asking for repeating, but I would just ask them to watch the video again when it will be uploaded in the YouTube and all. So repetition, if you, I mean, they want the ka and ka repeated. So only two letters. I think you have repeated them in the last time once.
Sure, no problem. I can do K and K again. No problem with that. But yeah, you can watch the videos, the reference material, or this video as well. You can see it on the YouTube. It will be uploaded there, or the Vyoma Labs will upload it on the website as well. This is K. This is the other one. These are straight lines. They are coming crooked because I'm using a mouse. So these are completely straight lines. This is how they are. This looks like the P in Devanagari, how we write it. And K has two loops like this. Yes. And this vertical stroke needs to be little extended after the loops. Don't keep it short. And the Shiroreka, yes, the Shiroreka on the top is completely covering the loops. Try writing it like this, a shorter Shiroreka, which is, again, it's not wrong, but preferably keep it little longer. Also, yes, one more thing I'll highlight is here. You see these curves, these loops here. They are taking a different shape. So this again here. Try avoiding making a shape like a bow kind of a thing. These are complete round thing, round loops. 1 and 2. They should not look like something what I just did. Not like this. Try avoiding that. Complete round circles.
So there is
Yes.
an interesting comment. Is it like an infinity shape? Infinity, the symbol.
Correct. Yes, yes.
To
So
mean
try avoiding the infinity shape. Yeah.
so,
The loops are round and circular complete.
yeah. Okay. So please tell us more about the tattvas. So there is always a hunger for tattvas, Bhagini. So if you
Yes,
could.
yes, yes. So we will okay, I'll go through it again, but we will also share the presentation at the end of the class so you can go through all the tattvas again. So the Ka is the Prithvi tattva. It's the reflection of Kriya Shakti, earth we can say. The Kha is the reflection of Jnana Shakti. It is the Jal tattva, water. We call them Panch Mahabhutas, Kakha Gaga Na, they are the Panch Mahabhutas. The Ga is the Agni, fire, and this one is the reflection of Ichha Shakti, that we did E in vowels. So and the Gha one is Vayu, and this is the reflection of Ananda Shakti. And the last one na is Akash Tattva, reflection of Chit Shakti. And there would be a presentation also where we can share with you, and you can go through them in detail. And that's it. Rest, if you want to know something more about this, then Rakesh ji can explain it much better. I am just explaining what letter represents what tattva as per the Shaivism. Yes.
At a point of time, we'll have it, dear students. Rakesh ji and Veronica ji will present with you all the tattvas and all the philosophy behind the script will be shared to this. These are all the initial classes, so they
Correct.
are not very deep, but the whole idea will be given to you as the time passes.
Yes, yes. And again, I'm not an expert in the subject, so whatever little I know, I'm just sharing with you. Rakesh ji can give a little more explanation on the tattvas. So it will be better when he's there. You can ask, some more questions if you have on that. So I'm no expert in the subject. Just I'm still learning it. So that would be better if he explains it in a proper way. But for now, you can note down what letter represents what tattva.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all, Bhagini. Not many other questions are there. So
Yeah.
they are
So now
answered.
you can practice. You can revise all the vowels, the swar that we did in the last 2 classes. You can practice that, and along with what we have learned today, the curve work. Just practice that, and that's it. If you want to tell them about the assignments folder again, you can please go ahead,
Yeah.
Usha ji.
Yeah, yeah. Here is a information on the, like, your registered email ID will get every week the detail about assignments uploading. It is not sending by email. Please don't send by any emails to the Vyoma IDs. So you will get to your, we will, if the method is to up, we have told in the, as we have explained in the class 1, the folders will be created every week separately, and we will share that link with you. It will be, the folder will be open to edit for all the students, so they can upload their image. I mean, whatever they write on the paper, they take the image of it and they will just upload into the drive. If any case some people complain of not having access in spite of many trials from our end to make it convenient, some like from their end some technical issues will be there and they cannot do it, then we allow them to send through the email. But mostly it is through the drive that we receive the homeworks, and Sharda team will be correcting them and Only some homeworks are discussed in the class because of the time constraints. Others, please do not be disappointed that your homework was never checked. It is not that they don't check it, they do check it, but they will discuss only some parts here which are very relevant and applicable to all the other people's mistakes. Okay, so that is there. So there is one more doubt I see. Namaste, how to write Pluta like in Devanagari A3? Like in, yeah, this is a good doubt. Sunil Bhrata is asking. So how to write Pluta? Like A3, Bhagini, we write like and to represent the third one, Pluta sound, we write the 3. So did you find any like equivalent to that in Sharada?
You mean the
Like is a Pluta kind of. So maybe 3 only will write the simple 3 beside the same method will be
Yes.
there. Ah.
Okay, we just write these 3. This is what you mean, right? These 3?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so these 3 we usually write. If there is any other, I don't know which one you're talking about, but sorry.
The 3 simple Bhagini, not the Chandrabindu and the Anuswara kind. It is like is the third, the 3 matra sound which we'll have. Maybe yes, the same method. The 3 anka, like the digit 3. Digit 3 is written beside in Devanagari to say it is rarely, like we don't use it much.
Yeah, I'm not aware of that because we use just the and I don't know the other one, the third one you're talking about. Maybe there is one, but not aware of that.
The akara is single matra, the a is the double matra, and there is a triple matra. Yeah, this is a good question. Maybe we should explore that for the next
Okay,
session.
okay. There is, you mean there is something like this in Devanagari also? I mean,
Yes, we write
in
and then
one,
3, the symbol 3,
this,
without no symbol 3, like the digit 3, we write. Like we
this,
write
like something like
akara,
this.
yeah, exactly. We'll
Okay,
write the
not
symbol.
aware of this, what it
Ah,
represents. Never, I have not seen in any of the text as far as I know.
okay, right. Maybe it's very rare, Bhagini. So it's not with Dirgha Akara, it's the Haraswa Akara. Akara and the 3 digit we will write. So,
Okay. So yeah, we will write the if it is something like that. See, I don't know any such letter. I've not come across in any of the Sanskrit or the Sharda texts. But if it
hmm,
is something like this, then maybe probably you'll represent it with the, the 3, how we write 3 in Sharda, which we'll learn later. But
right.
not seen in any of the Sharda texts. So maybe this letter doesn't exist in Sharda, or if it is
Okay.
there, I have never come across this.
Very rare, Bhagini. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it's
Yes,
very
yeah.
rare.
Maybe in Sanskrit also, it's very rare in the texts. Yeah.
Yes, agree. But it's a good doubt. Thank you, Sunil Bhata. Yeah, we will
Yes.
explore if we'll find any of that. Okay, and now they're asking for homework if we should write from Ka or we should write all the E and all. So if you could not submit it last week, most of people missed it. So if you have missed it, please write it. If you haven't missed it, then you can write from Ka. Um, I should write from vowels for assignment or only from Ka. Like Manmatha Nagaraj is asking this doubt.
Yeah. Yes, you can do that. And try to write these 2-3 times, not just one. Just write ka 3-4 times, ka 3-4 times. Some of the students, they had done it last time. Some we saw just the single letters written just once. So you can write it more than once. Try to make it 4-5 times like that.
Yeah. So yeah, there is one doubt for, I mean, it's already answered in the chat, but in the question panel, but I just wanted to bring notice of the other. In Ga, should the first line should be shorter than the second line. So that's the doubt. Yes.
In what? Sorry.
In letter Ga, should the
Okay.
first line be shorter than the second one? Gargi Bhagini has asked. So Parul Bhagini has replied to it. Yes.
Yes.
But but
So yeah,
others,
second one is longer than the first one. Yeah.
okay. Right, Bhagini. That's all. No more questions.
Okay, thank you so much. I think we will end the session here. Yeah, we will take the next work in the next. So there's too much this time for you to do the revision of all the vowels and then this curve work. So let's stop it here. Otherwise, it will become very confusing for all of you.
Yeah, Veronica ji, just a minute. The Dr. Sakintam you have written about the 3, but that is not 3. That is S letter, which is written
Avagraha.
as it is. Which is written as it is in the text. So you have to follow the same
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Like
Maybe, yes, I got it. Maybe he's referring to something like this.
yeah,
No,
that
Avagraha is
is
a different letter. So it's a
Avagraha.
different.
That's called
Yeah.
Avagraha, right?
Avagraha. Yeah, that's
yeah.
a different. Yeah.
But he is asking
Because,
about this only. No, it's
yeah.
not 3. It is written as S. So it comes like that only.
No,
Avagraha
three.
is written as it is. We won't change it. This is written as it is in Sharda also. How you write in Devanagari.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's it. We don't have any other doubts or anything. We can close the session.
Yeah. Thank you. Swasti.
Yeah.
Sarvebhyah swasti.
Thank you everyone. Thank you Usha ji. Thank you Parul ji.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Veronica ji.
students for joining us.
Thank you so much,
Thanks a
Parul ji.
lot.
Namaste.